Narcissist, optimist, or psychopath? What your deodorant says about you. Just burn it down. How my fear of mice led me to arson. New Hampshire votes to change state motto from live free or die to live, laugh, love. And up next we have Dean Haspiel.
I thought I was fifth.
We changed the order. You didn't get the email?
Oh my God. I got the email. That's what I'm saying. Anyway.
You gotta count me and Eliza.
How do you do this with the light like this? Jeez Louise.
It's called professionalism.
Oh my God. I want to thank, can you hear me?
Yes.
I want to thank Hope, Kristen, and Jeff for letting me be a part of this awesome Slips thing that whenever I mention the title, people are like, what the hell are you talking about? And then it comes with an explanation, and I still don't understand what the hell is going on the front page. I'm going to dedicate this short story this is not my contribution. This is something else. I'd like to dedicate this to my good friend Seth Kushner, who passed away 10 years ago today. So, anyway, all right. November 16th, 2005. I was about to leave my apartment for the night when my landline telephone rang. It was the police in Des Moines, Iowa. They were calling family members to tell them that Michael David Haspiel had passed away, my brother, dead at age 37. I had spoken to Mike a few days before. Having suffered nerve damage from a recent diabetic coma, Mike was in a lot of pain. Near blind, he lived very small on government assistance while cleaning bars during the day to make extra cash. I was working full-time as a freelancer making comic books. He said something like, "You're living the dream." I asked him what his dream was. He wanted to make a stop-motion movie featuring all his classic Mego action figures. Toys we used to play with together as kids. Plus, so many more he collected and custom designed over the years. I don't remember what the story was, but I think he wanted to mash up Marvel, DC, and Star Trek characters with celebrity dolls and others. This was way before the idea of a multiverse became a household phrase. When we were younger, we had Action Jackson dolls that were supposed to compete with G.I. Joe and failed. One summer, while playing in the ocean, Mike and I played with our Action Jacksons and a big wave slammed into us, washing away our beloved toys, lost to the sea. We were devastated. 30 yards away, a Long Island man was fishing and he caught something in his line. A fish? A shark? No. It was our Action Jackson dolls. Both of them. They were wrapped up in each other's arms. It was a miracle. Growing up, Mike and I split a bedroom in our family's Upper West Side apartment. We shared the same love for comic books, action figures, and baseball cards. But we drew the line at music. I was into hip-hop, funk, and soul, while my brother was into rock and roll and heavy metal. He loved Motley Crue's Home Sweet Home, a sentimental power ballad that I liked too. Still, we fought over the record player until my parents split up. Mike went with Mom, and I stayed with Dad. I can't tell you how many times I played Prince's When Doves Cry over and over in that half-empty bedroom alone. I didn't have Home Sweet Home. That was Mike's song. When my mother and brother moved to Brooklyn, I would visit them sometimes, but he started to evolve into a very different person. I think it was the neighborhood, the pals he made, the things he did. I didn't feel like I knew him anymore. After a while, I didn't feel like I knew Mike at all. And when he got addicted to drugs and had to spend time in the hospital to recover, the doctors gave Mike a chance to rehabilitate elsewhere. He chose Des Moines, Iowa. Mike was nervous, scared to make such a dramatic move, but he made a leap of faith, and I was proud of him. I knew it meant that I wouldn't see or hear from him as much, if ever, but a shift in space would allow him a fresh start. Thankfully, Des Moines agreed with Mike, and he made great friends and girlfriends who would do anything for him. I abandoned baseball cards, but I kept collecting comic books, music, and movies. My apartment became a hoarder's wet dream. I never figured out how to create a home that would welcome a family, so I kept busy creating stories, reading and watching other people's stories, wondering if I made a mistake becoming an artist, wondering if I was too much of a coward to create a family of my own. Sometimes when I think about the concept of home, I can hear Motley Crue's Home Sweet Home in my head. I think about those Action Jackson dolls and how they held on to each other. And I think about my brother Mike. Thank you.